During his CPAC speech this past weekend, Donald Trump almost effectively announced that he is running for president again in 2024. Here's what he said. "We did it twice and we'll do it again. We're going to be doing it again a third time." Talking about, presidential elections. So aside from him coming straight up and saying, "I am running for president again, we're going to do it again a third time," is pretty much an admission that, yes, I am running for president. Now, if he were to come out and say, "I am running for president," that suddenly changes the laws governing his political action committees, by the way. He would no longer be able to, coordinate with them. He couldn't steer money towards his own campaigns. He would, of course, be under those strict campaign finance rules that never actually get enforced about reporting money, reporting expenditures, blah, 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 all those things that he is currently not bound by. And according to one election expert, unfortunately, his little admission there that he is running again is not enough of an admission because there's too much vagueness in it. He said, "We will be doing it a third time." Now, that could technically not be referring to him running again, but it could be referring to Republicans in general. And because there is that little bit of ambiguity in it, it does legally protect Donald Trump from those FEC rules that, again, are really never enforced anyway. So none of this even matters. But it does matter, by the way, to the Republican Party. Because you see, you've got a lot of Republicans out there right now that really want to run for president. You've got Ron DeSantis, you've got Ted Cruz, you've got Nikki Haley. Reports say you've also got Josh Hawley. You may have Mike Pompeo, who would last about 5 seconds, by the way, in the Republican primary. And so they want to know, they want that firm answer. Are you or are you not? Because if you're not, I am. If you are, I'm not. So they want answers. And then, of course, you've got other people, the smarter people in the Republican Party, who are saying, could you not do any of this before the midterms? Because even though Donald Trump is still popular within the Republican Party, of course not as popular as he was a year ago, his popularity did go up at some point last year, but now it's fallen back off and it's falling rather rapidly. He doesn't appeal to anybody outside of the Republican Party, which of course is not only not enough to win a presidential election. Polls right now show that even with as unpopular as Biden is, he'd still beat Trump. So yeah. But more importantly, there's a midterm election this year. I don't know if you've heard of it, but yes, big deal. And Republicans are terrified that if Donald Trump goes ahead and announces that he is running, the Democrats would tie every single candidate to the highly unpopular Donald Trump, which could then cost Republicans all the gains they think they're going to make in this year's midterms, which is exactly what the Democrats should do, regardless of whether or not Donald Trump is running. I mean, hell, you've got Republicans running ads, still going after Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi. Like literally right now, I've seen them on my TV. Of course, a lot of those coming from Alabama. But that's because the Republicans always have an enemy they're running against. A Hillary Clinton, a Nancy Pelosi, a Joe Biden. The Democrats need the same thing. Tie everybody to Donald Trump and his horrible policies, not just his horrible personality, you can include some of it, but his horrible policies. That's what you have to do. Whether he's running for president or not is irrelevant at this point, doesn't matter. You can still tie everybody to him, remind the public how horrible he is as a person and as a leader, and you just might prevent that big red wave this coming November. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.